Good afternoon. We are all here to celebrate this great man standing by me, Gary Johnson. Most of you know him as our city's retiring fire marshal after over 30 years of service to the department. Many of you probably also remember him as our local wholesome bread man, or the bread man, as we always used to call him, delivering fresh bread to your restaurants or your stores every day. There may even be some of you who remember Gary when he moved to town with his family over 35 years ago. Gary is many things to many people in our community, but there are only 3 of us who are lucky enough to call him Dad. Many of my childhood memories revolve around my dad being a fire guy. The fire department has always been something in our life. I remember being really little and laying on the floor next to this really big old radio that we had when my dad was a fire volunteer and listening after he left for a call to see what was happening and to find out what my hero dad was doing to help. I remember being a kid and him coming to the school to do fire safety assemblies and how proud I always was that that was my dad standing up there being all cool. I remember when I was a teenager and had my first car accident, and my dad happened to be the first responder because he was just down the street on his way to a fire inspection. I remember him hugging me while I cried. He may have been crying a little bit too. I also remember countless times as a child when we'd be in the car going somewhere, sometimes even out on a hike, and we'd come across an injury or a car accident or something like that where he would always jump right out of the car, stop what he was doing, call dispatch, and be the first responder to help those people at the scene. I have so many memories of the fire department and my dad over the years. Well, the time has come. The man is finally retiring. It's so hard to imagine because he has set such an example over my entire life of serving his community while he served our family. Dad, I came across a quote in a book I was reading the other day that made me think of you. The quote is attributed to Albert D. Souza, and it goes, "For a long time, it had seemed to me that life was about to begin, real life. But there was always some obstacle in the way, something to be gotten through first, some unfinished business, time still to be served, a debt to be paid. Then life would begin. At last it dawned on me that these obstacles were my life." Dad, over the years you have always taught me to build a life that I love and to enjoy it while it's happening and not to think of work first and then I'll get to my life later. Has been a great example for me and something that I have really lived by. And it was really great to see you living the same. So I don't know what you're going to do now that you're retired, but I do know that you will still continue to serve your community, to serve your family, to serve all the people around you, because that is just the man that you are. Hopefully you'll get to have some relaxing time in there, but we'll see. Congratulations, Dad. Thank you for your service. We're all very proud of you. Happy retirement.